Vaush is a guy that's not welcome in Spain anymore. Vaush is a guy that needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway, especially because you might be a little lost on this one, because technically he didn't do anything yet other than just be himself. Vaush Vidya is pretty much what we in the business call an ugly American, right? Disgusting, slop-bodied fucking creature with a disreputable appearance and way of being, who exists to be laughed at and mocked. He went to Barcelona like about maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago. I can't remember. And it was like a life-changing experience for him. He had his white woman abroad moment where he was like, "What is this?" And they were like, "It's grilled cheese." Queso asada. Fucking queso asada. And it changed his life. My man had a grilled cheese from a fucking panini press, and he was like, "They don't have food like this in America." And we made fun of him, as well we should, because he had to go all the way to Barcelona to find out what everybody knows, and if they leave their homes on occasion, that people are kind of the same everywhere. Well, actually, he didn't really learn that. He thought that people are really people in Spain, and they're not everywhere else. And he would walk around Spain, and he had a very funny statement at the time, which was, "I can't believe people in Spain go about, in pity for themselves while they have all of this Spain to look around at. I don't know how any of them could be upset about anything." And of course, to that, a lot of Spanish people who are actually from Spain Spanish, that showed up in my comment sections were like, "This piece of shit. I fucking hate this guy. Fuck this guy. I fucking hate this piece of shit. Fuck this dude," right? Because Spain has horrible unemployment. That is not because of anything other than like market issues. I can't even get into it because I don't know that much about it, but I know that Spain has had employment issues since I was in college, because a friend of mine did his study abroad in Spain and he got robbed in Madrid. We got pickpocketed in Madrid. And it was what it was. He's a Spanish speaker. He's fucking hanging out. It's an ongoing, decades-long thing that's happening, right? I'm not going to get into the economic forces behind it because I don't care and I wouldn't understand them anyway. More importantly, Spain has said, "We're no more British people. No more British people, and please actually no more tourists in general." This isn't like the official word of Spain itself, but the people on the ground are pretty fucking serious. It was very funny that just a couple months after Vaush went on his little Spanish holiday, that there was a demonstration against foreign tourists, specifically Americans, I believe at the American World Cup, where they went up to Americans and then they would spray them with water guns to fuck up their day, which is based. You should do that. If you don't want Americans like me around, harass us out of your country. I support you 100%. You should do that more. If you don't want Anglophone dickheads hanging out in your country, pissing and shitting on your property, kick us the fuck out. I heard a story one time of a guy complaining that his St. Paddy's Day trip to Ireland is ruined because he was walking around too drunk at the wrong time, I guess, and someone made fun of him, and he talked back, and he got his shit pushed in Ireland. He just got fucking jumped by the Irish. And I said, "Awesome. That's great that happened to you. Good job, Ireland. I think you should do that. Don't beat up like refugee immigrants and shit. That's bad. They fucking ran up there. They'll probably go back if you unfuck wherever they're from. Vacationers who are treating your fucking nation like a fucking walking mat should be treated like shit. They should be fucking expelled. British people, I have heard, and this isn't all of you Brits, you know, it's gammons, right? Your fucking bacon people, the bacon heads, they're fucking Chud Logic lookalikes, are apparently the worst human beings to have visit your country. Thailand, I believe, or no, is it Indonesia? Bali, the people of Bali specifically, have banned travel to Bali from British holidayers or whatever the fuck it is you call yourselves, because the British people that went there were so rude and unconcerned with the local people that they caused constant problems. They were not worth their tourist dollars. They would be drunk, unruly, naked, on drugs. They would assault people. They would assault each other. It was just constant sex crimes because they're British people and they can't behave outside of their shitty little swamplands. That's why everybody has ultimately rejected them once we all built up an immunity to smallpox. You kick the fucking British out. It's what you do. You kick the British out and you tell them not to come back. It's the best thing you can do. There you can always go to France. The French know how to treat the British. They go to France. They get treated like shit. They come back. They go to Norway. They get treated like shit. They come back. Again and again and again and again. But everybody else has to learn the lesson the hard way. I don't think if you come to America and talk some shit as a Brit, you might get fucking shot, bro. You gotta watch yourself. I'm not afraid of the American, all from the rough streets of no such. Plap, plap, pop, pop, pop. Oh. We don't have roadmen. We have drive-bys, okay? We have cars here. They're very quick. I find this very, very funny. I feel bad for the people, but honestly, yeah. So apparently Bali kicked out the British vacationers, and they started over-flooding Spain like psychotically. Now, in America, we have a place called Myrtle Beach. If you Brits want to come and fucking try your luck, you need to come to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, right? Myrtle North. She's not around. Go to OBX. You try OBX. OBX might tolerate you for half a second, but you should go to Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is the what do you call that? The French Riviera of the American South. It's the finest place you can ever go. All right, you'll be safe there. I'll tell you what. If you like to vacation and see some white folk, because you're nervous about seeing being around people that aren't like you, you'll love Myrtle Beach. It's very white. You'll get on there. You should go to Myrtle Beach and treat it like a doormat. You should go to Myrtle Beach and misbehave. When am I going to get my service? Fuck do you say? Huh? So many people. Dirty Myrtle, South Carolina. It is South Carolina. I get them mixed up. There's a little strip. There's only a little tiny strip of actually like not dog shit beaches in that area. You should go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You'll have a good goddamn time. All right, it's right there off the Chesapeake Bay and all that. I think I can't ever fucking remember. I lived in South Carolina, North Carolina for so long. I can never remember where any of that shit is. Myrtle Beach though, I've been there. You can buy yourself a hermit crab. All right, there's some gators. You see yourself some gators around there. And if you're feeling real lucky, you can travel on down south to Georgia. Georgia's real nice. You see palm trees, and you can be in Georgia. You can go to Georgia. You can go to Fort Lauderdale. There's a place called Fort Lauderdale, Florida. British people, you could go to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And you should, if you're like one of those, I just like to party, I like to have a good time. I like to have a good time. Me and the boys like to be a little bit rough. You should go to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Or Jersey City, New Jersey. Jersey Beach. You go to Jersey Beach. You could go to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I would highly not recommend trying to go fuck around in Miami. The last thing you're going to hear is gay. Go to Fort Lauderdale. Go to Fort Lauderdale. Fuck around. All right. Just do that. We're ready. Americans don't give a goddamn. I want to see some I want to see some British people try to outclass fucking Myrtle. You don't even fucking know, dude. But they got fucking absolutely beat out of these places. They started showing up in fucking Spain like crazy thick on these beaches. They got a video of this. These are the protests and stuff, but these people are fucking everywhere on these beaches. This is a Daily Mirror, right? This is I don't know. This is one of those newspapers you see in like Black Mirror or whatever the fuck, and all those like sad British shows where, you know, you got to go fuck the president's got to fuck a pig or something to save the world, whatever the hell it is. Fort Lauderdale's trying to kick out all the college kids during spring break, mostly because they just fucking die, man. Just fucking kick it. They just die all the time, just falling out of windows left and right. You can try to go to Cozumel. Go to fucking go to Cancun. Go to Cancun and leave the area with the walls so that you can see the real Mexico, and make sure people know that you're a proud citizen of Britain. All right? Make sure everyone knows you're a Londoner. If you ever go to Cancun and you see a wall, just keep walking. All right? That wall is not going to stop you. That wall is not going to stop you. Just keep going past it. All right. If somebody starts saying the words peligro at you or anything like that, just be like, I am from the United Kingdom. Thank you. All right. The king's crown protects me in these lands, sir. Senor. Dade is in Miami-Dade County. Fort Lauderdale's in Broward County PD. I lived in Fort Lauderdale. It's insane during spring break. I don't fuck with that shit at all. I have a friend that lives down in Orlando. He's like, don't do it. You go visit Cleveland? Yes. Just go to Peoria, Illinois. Go to Peoria. You know what I mean? Oh my god. But like this is these beaches, I guess, they're just packed the fuck up. Spain went to a slew of protests last year too, and more are planned. They're apparently gonna fuck y'all up, by the way, you British people. They're actually getting ready to harm you, which is fucking hilarious. The British newspapers are like, this is fucking unacceptable, and then I keep reading the Spanish side of it. They're like, yes, more, mas, by Liam Gilliver. Goddamn senior reporter at the Mirror. That is the most British fucking name I've ever heard. Liam Gilliver. Anti-tourist sentiment appears to be ramping up in Spain following on from last year's string of protests. Fed up locals who argue they've been priced out of the property market and are witnessing their homeland become saturated with rowdy holidaymakers flock to the streets in 2024 to demand change. Banners reading, let's change course and set limits on tourism. And this isn't tourism phobia, it's numbers. 1,002,322 residents, right? 18 million tourists were waived. And Jesus fuck, dude. You guys getting outnumbered 18-1 in Spain is insanity. Waved from the sun-worshipping Brits, undeterred by the rising tension. You got to fuck them up. I'll tell you this right now. You got to beat the shit out of them. What you do is you start throwing them into the water and all their tea into the water too. All right. And every time they come back and they ask you to fucking give them some compensation for it, you hide up in a tree and you take a shot at them. You got to ask France for help. All right. There's nothing France likes more than kicking Britain when it's down. They fucking love it, dude. Just 2 months ago, one of the famous Osborne bulls in Majorca, an iconic Spanish landmark, was targeted by an angry resident who wrote the words, "Rich foreign property buyers go to hell," in vibrant red paint. Dude, that's some good shit. Over in Tenerife, the most popular Spanish-owned Canary Islands, anti-tourist sentiment has taken a violent turn. A shocking sign threatened to kill a tourist was spotted earlier this month while reports emerged that activists had gone as far as setting fire to rental cars to get their message across. Profoundly based. Dude, get the British out of your fucking country. It always is a good idea. It's always a fucking good idea. Respect the fanatic. Brits go to Spain because A, it's got good weather most of the year, and B, it's cheap to travel to. Tickets are around 50 quid. So 50 euro or 50 pounds now, which is like, what, do I send this guy money all the time? What is it? Like $75, 75, 80 bucks American right now. We hope to do the same as occupy the beaches and places that have a mass of tourists. There will also be one big day of protests, although we don't know when all this will be. It may be on 5th April when there will be national protests on housing prices. Our capacity to mobilize people was important last year. We had 2 protests of more than 20K persons and 40K persons in one of them. Awesome. It's tourist hunting season. It's fucking sick, dude. Dude, they're going to bring back Black Spain. They're going to do it. They're going to start walking around in them big old fucking metal hats and shit and just tying y'all to sticks. British people are about to be reminded of 15-3. What happened, bro? They inquisitioned me. Really? Like, yeah, they inquisitioned me. They did an inquisition and I was British on the beach. Now I don't have a left hand. Like, fuck. Really? Yeah, dude, the Spanish are dead serious about it. They're dead serious. The Puerto Ricans are applauding them, which is a crazy thing to hear. Dude, if you see a Spanish protest and they're playing fucking that new Bad Bunny song, they want to take your beach, they want to take your country. Don't let fucking rich tourists take over your land, right? But it's in Spanish because it's Bad Bunny. If they're playing that in fucking Spain to get rid of fucking British people, I will have a fucking, like, my head may actually legitimately explode. That would be fucking insane. Like, God tier. Fucking 550 quid is 5 fanatical devotions. It's true. Donations. Yeah, and it really is that apparently like Brits are horrible. It's not all British people. It's like their type of people that can vacation and shit. So probably there's like 50 of them, but like 25 of them are miserable. It's crazy because I always heard that like Americans are awful, right? But also I'm like I don't know any fucking Americans that can travel overseas. Like I have in my entire gigantic family one cousin that's gone to Europe other than me, and I only went there to go to Germany in and out of a fucking place. Well, actually, technically, my I think my little sister did study abroad in Germany, but like lived with a German family. So it wasn't even like vacation or anything. Like it's hard to get over there. I don't know what Americans you're meeting. You know what I mean? Like in these foreign lands, like our richest, shittiest people. But apparently, like the Brits is they're fucking passporting the fuck out of these people because it's not that many goddamn British people for y'all to be like for Bali to be that pissed at you. And apparently, I guess now also the Netherlands and Spain. And so, like, yeah, I respect it, dude. What the fuck? In an exclusive interview with the Mirror, Alexandra Dubakova, CMO at Freetour, has therefore urged tourists to research their intended destination before parting with their money. Search possible areas of protest and locations off limits to avoid any safety issues and disruptions to your trip, she said. Take less touristy places, such as small towns on the northern coast, since it's less crowded. That is going to fucking make people so much more pissed off. Unite, get all of Spain united against you. So you've overcrowded this area. What you should do is spread out through the entirety of the country and make sure everyone fucking hates you. Not don't come. Not come here less. Not slow the fuck down. Just make sure that you spread it out so that they're as pissed as possible as they can be throughout the entirety of the fucking country. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me, man. British people visiting Spain so they can see what an affordable steak looks like before they die. Brutal. Are they not mad when they go on an international vacation and like everyone there is British? Probably not. They're really like homogenized people. They like British shit. Like, I don't know why it is. I know it's not everyone, but it's like a weirdly cultural thing, like as a through line, that they really want to see their own shit places. Oh, daddy, why can't I get a blood pudding here? You know what I mean? Why can't I get butter chicken? Whatever the fuck. I mean, Americans get that joke, but like American food is everywhere. Like there's always a McDonald's and shit. Because McDonald's is like good, cheap, shitty food. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I do have $1 and I would like to have food. But like, I don't know, if I go somewhere, I always want to have like crazy local shit. You know what I mean? Like go to fucking, I want empanadas and whatever the hell else is local. Give me some fucking Mallorcas, actually, literally, you know? I don't know. Search possible areas of protest. It's fucking crazy. Avoid the protests that are targeting you. It's great advice. The travel expert also advised to check local updates when you arrive at your destination and book tours with local guides. The safer choice, though, would be to consider other destinations until the unrest stops. If you must visit, book tours and hotels with cancellation policies so you won't lose your money. Despite planned protests and violent threats, many Spanish organizations have criticized anti-tourist sentiment and begged holidaymakers to still visit. In Lanzarote, many restaurants started emblazoning their windows with stickers reading, "Lanzarote loves tourism." British expat Sandra Laurie, oh no, who has lived in Spain for 9 years, has also urged Brits to still visit Spain, arguing most of the protests revolve around landlord greed as opposed to tourists themselves. Local businesses, restaurants, and shops have built their success on welcoming tourists from all over the world, she told the Mirror. So please keep supporting the businesses that are driving up rent. That's what the protesters want from you. Please continue supporting the businesses that are driving the rents up and making it unaffordable for them to live there. They're not about the tourists. They don't mind you at all. It's all about the landlords. Now, you're going to go to the landlord's building that they're the lord of, and you're going to have a nice dinner downstairs, and you're going to walk past all the people and say, "Go home. Stop spending money here. We don't like you around here because you're making the rents go up." Just ignore that. It's not about you. It's about the landlords. They're all the way at the top of the building, though, so they can't reach them. You just go in and go out. It's completely fine. British people just not getting it for 500 years. I fucking love you people. I swear to God. Dude, you gotta get. They're like an infestation, guys. I'm telling you, Spain. You're gonna have to burn them away, all the way to the ocean. They'll swim away and they'll become someone else's problem. You gotta send them to America. We're the only ones that are equipped to handle them. We all have guns. And unfathomably loud cars and long distances and hot weather that will actually like wither them into dust as they walk. It'll like, you have no idea how hard it is to walk a mile in Georgia in the summer. If they have to walk to a beach in Savannah, there's like an 80% chance they'll just fucking keel. So you got to push them into the ocean and make sure they go in the direction of their own place or us. Okay, that's how you solve it. Don't let them come back. Roads, bridges, If you have a trip planned, don't let the headlines deter you. The Costa del Sol and other popular destinations are buzzing with life. Buzzing. Literally infested like lice. I love the choice of words. They're just completely full of people. It's like watching a hot dog be devoured by red ants. You can sit and watch it for hours, but instead of red ants, it's the British. And instead of a hot dog, it's Spanish culture. The beaches are packed. The pueblos are alive with energy. Oh God, I want to hear what is the fucking British accent when you try to do the white people like hard? The pueblos, the pueblos, the pueblos. Alive with energy. Both locals and tourists are soaking up the sun, relaxing, and making the most of everything Spain has to offer. You can read Sandra's full interview here. Why the fuck? We don't have... You couldn't ask one of the fucking 15 million, apparently, British people that are down in Spain right now. You can go past to one of the actual Spanish people and be like, hey, how do you feel? Which, by the way, is almost impossible to find. All of the news is just like... and yet again, the mirror. Here we go. Terrifying. Darkness from the depths of Spain today. I'm going fucking Australia again. Dark news from the depths of Spain today. As terrifying killer tourist graffiti appears in Tenerife as more protests coming. Kill a tourist. Outside tourism protesters are planning a summer of disruption again as a shocking sign threatening to kill a tourist has appeared in Tenerife. Footage of the graffiti being painted was posted online by a group called, I'm just doing Australia, Islas de Resistencia, which described itself as a project to recover the memory of social movements in the Canary Islands. Spanish party island, Ibiza, saw the first signs of hostility last month when access to a popular viewing point was blocked with boulders. They're putting rocks in the way of you. Go home. Go home, British tourists. Go on home. Have you got no fucking home of your own? British people just like standing on the, Irish people standing on the edge of the fucking Ireland going, wonderful job. You're doing great. Go on, British tourists. Go on home. Don't you have no fucking beaches of your own? Oh my God, bro. Thousands flock to gaze at Rocky East Verda at sunset Vedra. Rocky Es Vedra. But the site's owners say they are sick of being invaded. Sick of invasion. Absolutely ridiculous sentiment tonight. Absolutely ridiculous sentiment tonight in Spain is people say they are sick of being invaded by the British. But the British invasion reminds me of the Beatles. More to you, Piers. I think from when I visited Spain, the 1720s were much more polite people. Much more respectful. It seemed that the wokeism that infects the Americans has spread us all across to the Spaniards as well. For 800 years we fought you without fear. Yes. Your Aussie accent was more British and your British accent was more Aussie. I can't do it. Spain for your own good. Kick Sandra out. Absolutely. The Irish had it right all along. 100%, bro. This is, I want to get you guys blood boiling 100%, and then we're going to calm down by watching Teslas burn for a second. But if you you got to look at the screen for a second. I know not all of you can, But you got to look at the screen for just a second. This is a sight gag. And I want you to think in your mind. You can say it in chat. You can say it out loud to yourself wherever you're working. Do you think that this woman that's about to open her fucking mouth is going to say anything remotely valuable about this situation? She is talking about the protests against travelers to Spain. Do you think that she is going to have a remotely insightful, maybe empathetic, compromising, sane take on the matter? Do you think she's going to have anything of value to say on this that would not, if you're a citizen of Spain, drive you up the fucking wall and make you want to go grab red spray paint or something that could make red paint out of people? What do you think? I'll give you 5 more seconds. Stand by.
Imagine you're enjoying a chic European vacation and you've made a stop in Barcelona. You have on your Reformation dress that you bought on credit and you're sipping an Aperol Spritz when suddenly a swarm of Barcelonans appear out of nowhere, spraying you with water guns and holding signs saying, "Go home, tourists." You might wonder, do they have jobs? Why are they here? Spain has the highest unemployment rate in the EU, worse than Greece, and more than a quarter of young people in Spain are unemployed. But the target shouldn't be the tourism industry, which makes up 14% of Barcelona's job market. Tourism and trade are easy targets when things aren't going well economically, because they symbolize an imagined external threat. But the truth is, financial problems often come from within. Chasing away the outsiders will do nothing to solve Barcelona's woes.
Spain, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, Spain, you're not doing enough. There's not enough injuries. There are not enough fatalities. They are coming for your shit. The whites are invading. The whites are invading. You're going to have a bunch of peeling lizard people, British fucks, buying black sausage and shit. And every fight, they're going to be cooking up their fucking stank-ass fish heads and eel guts in every restaurant you have. You're never going to have a nice little fucking chicharron or whatever the fuck you actual Spaniards eat. I don't think that you have food that's quite as good as actual Spanish food. They're going to be you're no more paella, all right? Your paella is done. Okay, I don't know if you guys actually have flan or if that every good fucking Spanish food is actually from like Latin America. So I don't know what you guys got. I know you don't have any pozole, but whatever you guys have that's not as good as pozole, that you when you were diseased freaks trying to invade the native peoples of the land beneath me, understand they're gonna take even that from you. All right, you're not gonna have your paella anymore. You're just gonna have like hard ass dry salt bread. Miscooked French pastries, okay? You're going to have blood sausage and eel guts to eat. You got to get rid of them. You got to do more. You're not doing enough. This is going to be every day. They got American whites, Americanized whites already trying to say like, I don't know, maybe it's cool. You're going to have one of your fucking politicians, look everybody, I love whoever this is, Augusto Compatore. He's a great guy. Like they said that they're not going to let the British in here anymore. I said they're going to get more British. We're building a bridge from Britain to your little big rock. You got a Gibraltar, your Gibraltar. I don't know. I didn't name him in Apex, but you got your Gibraltar. And we're going to build a big bridge to it. We're going to put a big bridge to it. Gibraltar. And we're going to land there. And we're going to stay in Ibiza. And you're all going to listen to Mike Posner. Every day you're going to listen to Mike Posner. That's what your fucking future is going to be like. You got to get them out now. You're running out of time. The infestation is spreading. You got to cut it out by the root. Destroy the airports. Burn the bridges. Okay? Return to your roots and remember the horrid, nightmarish strain of Catholicism you guys practice. Okay? And just think of it this way. The Protestants are going to come try to take you out again. Return to tradition. And imagine it's the 1300s and you got to root out all the Protestants, okay? You're going to have to start walking around with crucifixes, touching people and thinking if they flinch, you got to set them on fire. Whatever you got to do, all right? Every time you see somebody with one of those fucked up hairlines that they have walking around, their neck goes straight into their shoulders, you're going to say, fuck, hey, you better say the Lord's Prayer in Latin right now or you're going to get the torch, okay? You got to go return to tradition, Spain. You gotta take your fucking shit back, or it's gonna be nothing but people talk about footy. You play footy. Oh no. Oh, this isn't like Birmingham. This isn't like Birmingham. You're gonna be fucking trying to go get your little fucking cortadas and shit, wherever the fuck it is you people drink there. And you're gonna be looking across and they're gonna have anything but drip coffee. You're gonna have drip coffee. So we're talking about, oh, I don't like the croissants there. They don't taste like a croissant. I like the croissants in Paris. You ever been to Paris? Have you ever been to Paris? I said it in Spanish. Tango in Paris, okay? You're out of time, Spain. You're running out of time. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta fucking start using printing presses and shit, okay? You're gonna have to do fireworks, okay? Get them out. You're running out of time. The process were the 1300s. That was the 1500s. I cannot remember what this shit was. Hey, we're forgetting. Come on. Spanish Catholics, it's time, all right? You're almost done with that big old fucking squiggly goddamn church, La Sagrada Familia. That shit's almost done. You got to do old school, traditional Catholic human sacrifices. We don't call them that, but we know what they are, all right? I got to say, somebody that tries to put some sort of lotion on their skin that's too pale to be out in the sun and they don't burn, witch, all right? That's what I think, witch. Anybody can talk in the back of their throat like that, witch. There's only one way to find out. You got to dunk them under the water, see if they float. If they drown, maybe they're actually people. But if not, witch, burn. All right? Someone walks around, you got a weird fucking hairline, stupid hat, burnt nose, probably a witch. There's a lot of witches. Spain. Think about it. When a Bohemian threw a brave Bohemian through someone out the window. 2 cortados and a glass of wine is goated, though. Dude, I want a cortado right now. For the love of paella, they've got to go. The amount of Canadians I thought were American is next level weird. Y'all fucking lost your accent. Canadians used to sound like really cool, you know? Hey, man. We're not into this whole, like, conservative fuck your neighbor thing. And then, like, you guys let 2 of those guys start talking American and shit. And then now you're all fucked. It just exploded. Oh, hey, no. Oh, no, it's happening. Oh, no. Hey, man. What's up? Hi, everybody. I'm from Toronto. You guys ever been to Toronto? It's in Canada. Yeah, man. Look, I know we do a lot of nationalized medicine and stuff, but as a resident of Canada, man, I think that it's like we just need to be a little bit more conservative with what we have. You guys lost it, bro. Y'all let the fucking Americans win 1 fucking hockey championship back then. You let us take the fucking gold from Russia. And that was the beginning of the end for y'all. Oh, no, it's happening, man. Oh, no, it's going to go see my neighbor. Oh, no, Moose Jaw. I can't remember where it is. Oh, whoop. Hey, buddies, do you guys like playing lacrosse? I think white people invented that game in Springfield, Illinois in like 1915 or something. You guys want to go? I'm thinking about going to, the Hamptons or something this weekend. We're gonna go to the Hamptons and we're gonna go like sailing. We're all gonna put on like pastel clothes and stuff. Do you guys want to go do that? Oh shit, it's getting a little too cold for me up here, but I don't want to mess my hair up. I'm just gonna stay inside all winter. Play on ice? Absolutely not, my friend. You could slip and fall. Wouldn't want to do that. That's what you're turning into, Canada. You got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. Inquisitions. No one brings back the Spanish Inquisition. Tyler does. That's why I go down and... You guys, it's going to become... someone shares my shit with these people in Spain that are protesting, and it becomes a meme. And then, like, the next thing you know, it's just fucking... You see my stupid face? It's the thing, my that everyone says is the actual official Tyler face. They're like, whatever that is. They're just... That's on their protest things, like New Inquisition or whatever the fuck. It's just me. I never find out about it. That's all I'm known for. Like, who is that? Like, oh, he was like some dipshit mid-tier like lefty voice in America, but his one stupid memeable speech where he started talking about paella, then there's just like the whole movie becomes like paella pa Tyler, beating to death these fucking British people. I can never go to England again. Nothing lost.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the West Side.